Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. And today we want to look a little bit into third-party situations and how to best deal with those, right? Very often it is all about soul contracts, and that sometimes they are already outdated and can be cleared, and sometimes not. And yeah, there are so many things to say about this, but what I really want to point out is that first and foremost of all, it is very important not to focus on this third party, right? Because there sometimes you have issues with that third party. Those are sometimes leftovers from past lives, and those things can be cleared fairly quickly. And for everything that's happening in this lifetime, I really recommend don't focus on it, right? It's nothing to do with you whatsoever. The only thing that matters is maybe what feeling it gives you. And very often it doesn't give us any feelings. It's just annoying that that there is someone else involved, and this kind of keeps your divine counterpart trapped in this other relationship. But really the only thing that matters is how do you feel about it. That's the only thing. And it has nothing to do with this other person whatsoever. And it's best to see the benefits of that, as I always say, right? And the benefits is always that it brings up certain things. For example, that your divine masculine is choosing someone else over you. So then what is the message here? You are choosing someone else over you, right? It's so simple. You're like choosing your divine masculine over yourself. There's nothing wrong with choosing your divine masculine. You have to do that, right? But you have to choose yourself just as much as you choose him, right? And that's very often something that we forget, and that's very often something that we have to learn on the journey. What does that mean to choose ourselves, to pour into self, to love ourselves, right? And to do things to care for us, basically, just as we would care for anyone else around us, right? We've just learned to prioritize those relationships, and we've sometimes forgotten, very often forgotten about this relationship with ourselves and the relationship with the divine, of course, that we have to build. Yeah, and there is fear involved, right? With those third party situations, it seems that this is something that is out of our control. We cannot really do anything to interfere there, or we don't want, right? And it would not help. So those soul contracts, those soul contracts can be cleared fairly easily with Archangel Michael, right? So we ask him to clear outdated soul contracts in highest good for everyone involved. So only those soul contracts will be cleared that are really outdated, and any others will just stay in place. And sometimes there are even new people showing up and coming in, and that's just important to close cycles, to bring up all the unresolved issues. So this is not only happening between the divine counterparts, between you and your twin flame. Part of the triggering and part of the issues is brought up between the two of you, and part of it is that those things are mirrored by other people in our lives for both of us. And doesn't always have to be romantic partners, could be anyone, could be people at work, could be family members, whoever. And that's all designed basically. Once we learn how to read everything around us, then we see that this is in truth serving us. And that's the same thing with the karmic partner, with this third party that shows up so often in the life of our divine counterparts. And of course, this is mirroring something. As I said, you're choosing someone else over yourself, choosing someone else over you, and so does your divine masculine, right? And yeah, and I've lost track a little bit. It's also a way that is designed to give you space, right? It's always kind of balanced. It stays in place just for the time that you need to do the healing, right? So once you have the stability, because stability is required here, once you have that stability, that you stay in this relationship with yourself, that you stay committed to yourself, that you are aware of your relationship with the divine, which means you are aware of the relationship, of your relationship with what is all around you, that this is basically first and foremost your creation, that it is serving you, and that you are like powerful, that you are never ever a victim of those things, but that you are the creator. So you could say that you have also created this third party situation to help you go through all of the healing. And of course, until we see this clearly, and then also start the healing work and do the inner work, then those whole period feels like delay, right? That's where we lose, quote unquote, lose time. But yeah, that's just the way it is. I would not say we lose time, because we also need time to gather tools, as I always say, to find out, to first gather the knowledge around the journey, then like find out what are the tools that you could use. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, send me an email. I also offer introductory sessions at a reduced price. So send me an email and you will receive my offers. And if you want to get to know me a little better, of course, you're invited to stay here on the channel. And you can also choose to click on the link below for a free webinar that I have created. Any questions, of course, are always welcome. I could also do another video around how I work or whatever. If you are interested, let me know. Yeah, and so I have also had teachers, right? I'm still in touch with my teachers, and that's valuable, right? Because of course I got to know a lot of twin flames. That's also like something that I really appreciate, like being in contact with other twin flames, like getting in touch with you guys out there. And that's something, yeah, things, it's sometimes it takes a little while, and it can be very different for each of you, and it all depends on the specific wounds that you carry, right? That's just the way it is. And And all that we are seeking is fulfillment, right? Is fulfillment. And when we have, it's always a good indicator, the degree of pain that we still feel, right? For example, when we are like thinking of this karmic third party thing that is in the mix for so many twins, then how does it feel? Does it feel painful? And believe it or not, but it's evolving, right? It starts out being very painful, and then it's evolving, and you would. I would not say that yet that you would like appreciate it. Maybe even in the end appreciate it because it serves you, but maybe not appreciate it. That's maybe too much, but it would not hinder you to feel fulfilled, right? To feel whole and to feel all the joy in your life, and yeah, to have that fulfilled life. And that's where your twin flame comes in, right? Your twin flame is something that is then mirrored into your existence, just belongs there. Yeah, and that's the moment when your twin flame will also realize this and feel this, and the universe is orchestrating those kinds of encounters. And every once in a while, twin flames check in. You might have experienced this with your divine counterpart as well. And then it's just, they get to feel, where are we, right? Very often there is not even talk about it, but you feel it. Is it time? Where are we with each other? Yeah, so it's all about the healing journey, and it's a wonderful opportunity for those who have no other way really to heal but to partner up with the divine, right? Some people, they go through illness, some people go through loss, it's so many different ways that we suddenly turn to the divine, and then this relationship with the divine starts and is filling and fulfilling our lives. And that's the same with this sacred path, this sacred ascension path. And the only thing that is maybe special, if anything special about it, is that we are doing this as a couple, right? We are on this path as a couple, and we are doing that together. That's a special thing. And of course, as you already see, there is no one, and no one can interfere here. It's just, it's not possible. Nobody carries this specific frequency. Nobody carries this specific energy that is so juicy, but your divine counterpart, and vice versa. For your divine counterpart, you are the one that is so juicy. That's all for today. Have a really beautiful day, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.